Hey, welcome back. This is Missing Conversation, where the conversation is missing. We had some technical difficulties with the storm that's going on that knocked out the Wi Fi and the power. It's my man, Walt, aka OG Dubb, producer. You can follow him on his YouTube, his Facebook, all of that stuff. Information will be in the description. He's a producer, so if you need any beats, holla at my man OG Dubb, yo.
Yo, yeah, man.
So we left off of the conversation. Uh, we were talking about the community and not seeing many people into the communities trying to make a change or different programs to help these kids stay out of the street.
Right.
So, we're gonna continue on that conversation. So enlighten the viewers what you think about all of that stuff that's going on with the lack of support in the community and the commitment to change the community with keeping these kids off the street.
Well, first of all, I'm going to be totally honest with you that we don't see a lot of fathers in these kids' life. We don't see them. And that's probably the biggest reason why that when you take the man out the household, that's where shit start going left. Dealing with your kids or what. As soon as you take the man out the household, now what? He's not there to discipline them kids, help raise them, help provide for them and all that. So it's all about, you know what I'm saying? Because like when I'm seeing, bro, I go to the hood every day. Shit, especially up in Orlando. Dog, I see a lot of mothers, man, with their kids. A lot of mothers with their kids. But guess what? The father's not around. Maybe he's at work or what. But every time I go to these restaurants or any type of public places, I see mothers with their kids. I mean, majority of them, yeah, you might see, you know, what I'm saying the mother and the father with the kids, but I see way too many women out here got kids, but father's not around. And I'm not saying that's part of the big issue of the black community, but it's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially you don't have a dad in the household, that's going to like disrupt. Uh, that's going to disrupt your family, especially these kids, because especially you know what I'm saying. Like, if a boy doesn't have his father, 9 out of 10 he's going to end up being dead or locked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying single mothers, man, are not bad mothers, but 9 out of 10, if a man is not raised by men, is not raised by women, 9 out of 10, he's gonna be dead or locked up. Why? Because I've seen it in my own friends. I got friends back at home in Iowa, like they didn't have fathers in their life. Like they want to hang out with me because I had a father 24/7. You know what I'm saying? They want to be around me because I have a father, and when I be around them, they never had a father. They was around their mothers. So, like when I ask these kids, like, okay, do you know that where your father is? Did you ask? Whatever. No, I only care about my father, man. Fuck him. He wasn't there for me. Fuck him. Like you can't say that, man. You can't say that, you know, that fuck your father, man, he was around. Maybe, you know, say something you don't know that your mom didn't tell you why your father was not around. So when you got that, you know, say mixture of your family, whatever, man, that one part, the piece of the family is missing, that's going to affect everything what your child was doing. I'm just gonna be real, like because to me, I go like I said, like you know, say even back in Iowa, shit, I ain't gonna lie, cause I see in my family, the shit was my family, whatever. They all be getting kids, but no father around. They come around temporary, but permanently, no, they don't come around. And I gotta ask myself, okay, where's the father at? You said, oh, he wasn't there. You would take him. Okay, but why'd you have a baby with him? Because right now you put these kids in this world and make them figure out themselves what they need to do in life. If you're not, you know what I'm saying, this is the reason why I'm so big on having kids. Because as soon as you put this kid in this world, your responsibility to raise them, teach them things, be disciplined, whatever you need to do, you know what I'm saying, to raise a child. And When you don't got no manners, no discipline, you know what I'm saying, in yourself, 9 out of 10, something's gonna really happen to you because your anger and your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, man, as fathers in the household, like especially girls need a father. You know what I'm saying? Especially for you, you know what I'm saying? Because you there with your daughter. You teaching her things, man, about life, you know what I'm saying, what to deal and what not to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You tell your son the same way. I guess, we're not telling these kids, man, how to deal with type of situations, what's good and what's bad. Like we just let them do whatever. Just send them out there and let them do whatever. And that's why these kids are messed up.
But you want to know something too, and in one of my podcasts when I was talking to my boy Bruce, another thing that we got to recognize too is there aren't as much leaders as it should be. A lot of us are followers, follow trends and do what everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing we got to implement into each other. Even some grown people, they don't have a mind of their own, you know. And then when you go down to these kids, it's a lot of temptation that goes on into the world, and they follow these different things. And you
Mm-hmm.
try to lead children away from these different things, and learning what not to do when it comes down to these different things that's happening in the communities that they think is fun and they think is cool. And a lot of times all it takes is one mistake and you out of here. And fortunately,
Mm-hmm.
some people get more than one chances and they keep ended up doing the same stuff that they're doing with these attitudes that a lot of us had, these egos, and with some of the women, their manners, their lack of respect. They think they can talk to you any kind of way. And the same thing with these men and boys. It's like the lack of respect is gone, and we need to implement that. We need to respect each other. It's okay to disagree, to agree to disagree. It's okay to talk about things, and learning how to communicate, learning how to articulate yourself and talk things out instead of being irrational, aggressive.
And this is where, like I said early, like we always want to point the finger at someone, knowing damn well that your problems, you know what I'm saying, this is on you. Like whatever problem that you had, you gotta take accountability for that. And like I said, we're not teaching these kids accountability. We teaching them, man, put the finger at this person, whatever, man, because he did this to me. But no, you put yourself in a position like that. And this is why, I'm not finna say everyone's perfect. I mean, no one's perfect in this world. I don't care who you are. No one is perfect. But to be a better person, that's a guarantee you can be. But you got to willing to put the work in to be a better person. You just can't wake up and feel like, oh, I'm a better person. No, you got to put the work in to build yourself up and renew yourself who you are. Because I don't want to feel like I said, while I was growing up, I never blamed no one. I always want to, like if I fucked up, whatever, then guess what? That's on me. I put everything on me, what I did. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I got to take accountability for that. But if you're going to point the finger at someone at your own problems, guess what? You're the problem because you're blaming others, man, for your issues. And this is where we got to teach these young kids, take accountability for your own actions. And you know what I'm saying? If you want to be a better person, you gotta be, guess what? Like guess what? You gotta quit hanging around the same type of people that, you know what I'm saying, that put you in trouble or whatever. You gotta be around some new people, be around a new environment. So you gotta move around because you stick in that one spot, that one spot, you know what I'm saying, it's not good for you. Yeah, it's gonna completely destroy you. And this is why, man, I always tell my people, man, like, stop. I mean, just because the person black doesn't mean you need to hang out with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being a black man, I want everyone to come together. But if you out there being a nigga and just doing a lot of dirty shit and just getting a lot of trouble, expect me to hang with you, I can't do that. Yeah, we black, but if you out there, you know what I'm saying, do a lot of dirt, whatever, I'm not gonna get myself involved in that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know what I'm saying? I want to live. For you. You want to live. Plus, you know what I'm saying? Because you got kids. You know what I'm saying? So you want to live and
I'm
help
not
raise
only
us.
I'm not only want to live for the people that love me. I want to live for myself because there's a lot of things
That's
I
what I'm
want to
saying.
do.
That's what I'm saying, man. Live for yourself. That's what I'm saying. You want to live for yourself. But in order to live for yourself, man, you got to take care of yourself in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like health wise, you know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. I said this a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the order to get the money, you gotta stay healthy. You gotta stay energized. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you put in your body, you know what I'm saying? That's what you put in your body. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame this. So, oh, the white man, you know what I'm saying, selling food out here, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna, kill my diet. Okay, then guess what? Don't eat it. He didn't ask you to go out there. I mean, no one asked you to go out there to taste that chicken or taste whatever food, whatever, man. No, damn well it's not good for you. No one asked you that. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, man, like we gotta stop complaining and stop crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Mr. Lucifer come. He said, like, do for self. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't go out there and beg, whatever, man. Like, shit. I don't go out there and beg. Like, if I go out there and get it, I'm gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Because I don't want to get my hand out and expect the government give me, like, you know what I'm saying, financial aid money or food stamps or whatever. I don't want the government. I don't need a government. But one thing is, like, there's something out there I can build. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard about the families in Georgia. Like they buy like acres of land. I don't know what it was a couple like 3 years ago when that happened. Like these black families, whatever, man, bought some land, whatever, man, just for like you know what I'm saying for other people or other black folks, you know what I'm saying to build their business out there. Went out there and buy some land out there in Georgia. That's where you know what I'm saying. That's what we need to do. Come together, go outside this land. You can see a bunch of land out there. You know what I'm saying. That, I mean that can be used, like like apartments, schools, or you can build like some kind of community out there. I mean that's what it's supposed to be. Just go out there and build. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not slaves no more. We're not slaves or anything like that. Yes, racism still exists, but at the same time, it's not gonna stop you, no man, for building your brand or whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And this is where for me, like, I don't want to take blame with no one. I want to point the finger, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that person over there making money. That's the reason why I'm not successful. No, he's successful because he stayed in his lane and focused on his purpose. And for me on the side, whatever, I could be hating on someone. That's not gonna get you nowhere. Just going to hate and get mad at someone because are they successful and you're not. You know what I'm saying? Stop complaining and start putting in work. You know what I'm saying? People need to realize, man, you got to put it work 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's out there going to do it for you. And so when I tell people, man, like, listen, people going to hate on you regardless. That's just life. But for you, you don't stop. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on working. And this is why I always tell people, man, like, just stay out the way and keep working and keep on building. So that's why, I mean, that's my issue right now in the black community, whatever, man. Like, I see a lot of begging, and I don't see a lot of fathers in their home. I see this a mess. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that, but that's what I'm seeing. It's just messy. I just saying, look, I'm gonna say this. You go see other races like Mexicans. Now what they doing? They out here building. They got, you know what I'm saying, stores or whatever. Like they got restaurants out there, you know what I'm saying? They're out there building. They're not out there complaining and crying, whatever, man, because, you know what I'm saying, like they ain't putting in the black community, they're not helping us. No, they're out there, you know what I'm saying, putting in work and building. Nobody's gonna give you shit. You gotta go out there and go for yourself and build. And like I said, man, like I love my black people, but we gotta stop complaining and stop crying. Let's come together, be at peace, let's build. But one thing is, we got to take ourselves accountability. And that's the thing about black community or whatever. In the black community, we don't take ourselves accountability. And that's where everything starts going south for us. Like, we don't take things for accountability. I mean, hey,
And that ego, man.
the ego, yo.
That ego and the respect, the morals, no morality out here. It's a lack of discipline, and people think. See, the thing about it is too, people think money's going to change everything for you. If you have a bad attitude and you disrespectful and you out here doing things wrong,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to catch you, man. No matter how much money you have.
Yep.
You see what's going on with all of these rappers and people that's in the street, so it pays for you to be respectful. It pays for you to be disciplined, to stand in your purpose and to fight through whatever you're going through and lean on God, man. Pray,
Please.
lean on God, have faith in God instead of putting your faith in mankind and womankind. You got to put your faith in God, and that's something that I'm currently doing now. Like I'm putting more focus into God and building my brand and not worrying about like people that don't support, people that turned on me through what I'm going through or whatever. That's life. You just got to keep pushing, and yeah, it's hard and it's painful, right? Nobody's saying that it's not painful, but you got to fight, and that's the only way you're going to live and make it in this world is to fight and be strong.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you
Right.
weak, you just going to be eaten up like the sheep. You got to be a lion and a tiger out here. You got to just push, and who's for you is gonna be for you. There are people that I love tremendously that them and I aren't even speaking right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's relationships that I wish was in a better place. But at the end of the day, I had to think about it and realize it. You don't have no control of what other people do. You have control over yourself.
Right.
So we gotta just focus on ourselves and bettering ourselves and focusing on people that's like-minded, that's around us as well, and just be positive, because you're going, like you said, you're going to have these people that hate on you. You're going to have these people who say, oh, you ain't going to make it, why you doing this? You got to keep pushing
Mm-hmm.
and laugh at them while they in the rear view, push that energy back on them and be like, yo, you say whatever, it's not going to stop me. So
Yeah.
you know I agree with that, with what you said, and gotta push through, man, and gotta stop crying and complaining and be accountable for yourself. And
Because, like I said, man, like look. I mean, look at the other races of people. Like, take the black people out of it. Look at Muslims. Look at Jews. Look at Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Colombians, and how they come together and build. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, man, I just don't understand, man. We still act like we in the Jim Crow era. You know what I'm saying? That shit is that's like they made 80, like 70, 60 years ago. This is 2022. What we gonna do right now?
yeah,
And
but
that,
what I look at too, being that I um excuse me, was in relationships and you know been married before as well, right?
mm-hmm,
There's lack of family structure, right?
mm-hmm,
Everybody wants to be the head honcho, right? Instead of
right,
playing their part. And I look at it, right, that when you're in a relationship, any type of relationship, whether it be a friendship, whether it be your girlfriend, your wife, your husband,
mm-hmm,
being a parent, that's a relationship as well, right?
mm-hmm,
There's roles that each of you have to play.
right, right.
And there's really lack of roles. Everybody wants to be the head honcho. Everybody wants to be, oh, I could do this, or I'm the famous quote. Check this out. What I hear all the time. I'm
Right.
independent. I'm an independent, strong woman, and this and that and the
I
third,
hate that,
right?
man.
Now
I
check
hate that.
this out, right?
Right. I'm
Check this
listening.
out.
I'm listening.
Me and you men, have you ever heard, since you met me and we work together, we see each other every day. You ever
Right.
heard me say that I'm strong and independent?
Hell no.
Hell no,
Like,
right? and you
Cause
know me. You met my kids. You've been around me.
yeah,
We did things together outside of work and stuff. Bruce, same thing. You have never seen me highlight and say, "Oh, I'm a strong single father." Never heard me say that.
mm-hmm,
That's just my reality, right? I
right,
can't never replace the mother. And that's what people got to understand. When there's a lack of presence when it comes to parenting, the child suffers, not the parent. The child
right,
suffers.
mm-hmm.
So I can never be a mother and a father. I only can be a father to the best of my abilities.
Cause
Now, will the roles increase, and will I have to do more when I'm by myself? Yes, but I'm
mm-hmm,
never gonna brag and think that I'm independent, because realistically, we all are supposed to be independent. We all supposed to know
right,
how to cook, do things together. And when you meet somebody, now it's interdependence where y'all lean on each other. Now y'all one. Y'all
right,
supposed to do things together. That independent bullshit goes out the window. We do things together. And what's better, two or one? When it's two people doing stuff,
it's
it
way
makes
better.
it's way
Yeah,
better.
less stress,
You
less
less
stress.
stress. You can help you can help that person when they going through things, and vice versa.
Right,
Where now this is why the divorce rates are high. This is why relationships don't last, and people jump from people to people. They don't realize that work it out with the person that you're with, right? If you have kids or y'all married, try to work it out, because you running from one problem, you're gonna go into another problem.
mm-hmm,
You might be with a dude now. The dude is faithful to you, the dude is taking care of you. Y'all have a little bit of problems, right? But
mm-hmm,
you taking those little bit of problems and you enhancing it, because that's what some people do. They don't tell the whole truth. They just go and run with a narrative that makes them look good, right? It makes the
right,
other person look bad. But now when
facts,
you go out there and check this out, we see this every day. You go out there, now you meet guys that's running through you, that's cheating on you, that's
mm-hmm,
whooping your ass, that's doing all this type of stuff, that you left this guy for the guy that y'all had little bit of problems, but you left him to go with
and
somebody else, and now you thought this guy was gonna treat you better. Now he's cheating on
mm-hmm.
you. He may have a baby on you with somebody else. He may give you a STD, because these are things that you got to worry about. Not every guy is like me and you. Like
No,
you,
right.
you know
No,
what I'm
yeah, I know
saying?
what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're
So
saying.
so
I know what you're saying.
so the family dynamic and the family structure is broken. And me, like I said, I don't have no problem getting women. I never had no problem getting women. That's not
Yeah,
me sounding cocky, but I've never. But the thing about it is, I always wanted to just be with one woman, have my family with this woman,
yeah.
and be okay with it. Like,
It just like cause like I said, I'm gonna tell you a little bit what happened. Cause this is why I made a mistake. Like I ended up meeting this girl. It's back in 2017. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with her, but she's like, but she was a modern woman. I mean, she could be the. I mean, like she was nice and cool, but when you're a modern woman, 9 out of 10, like relationships and marriage will not work. We just want because to me, I'm a traditional man. Like I work, I provide. You know what I'm saying? I don't go clubs. I don't. I stay out the way. I stay on my purpose. But this woman thought that because I'm staying on my purpose, I'm working a lot. That she felt like what I'm saying, she don't really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so when I struggle, whatever, man, who you gonna pick it up? I'm not listen. Like I'm not saying I'm not trying to put myself in struggle, but one thing is, man, like if I gotta take care of you and provide, that's not gonna happen. And that's why the thing is, I made a mistake because I know that red flag because she, said she expected me to take care of her, and I kind of, and then one thing I kind of agree with that I should do that, but same time I can't do that. I can't take care of a woman and provide. I'm just like, now I can take care of kids, but I can't take care of no grown woman.
so what do you mean
You know
by
what I'm saying?
take care of her? You what you mean like?
I mean, like just doing everything for her. You know, so why she sitting on her ass and not do nothing?
Oh, that's what you mean. I
Yeah.
see what you
So
mean.
So I'm not
So
saying, but
let me ask you this, right? Let's dive into this
yeah,
because we're gonna stick to the family structure and how broken it is,
right,
right? Because it is broken. We see it every day, and I'm not saying that they aren't positive couples. They are, but what
right.
we're talking about, there need to be more positive couples. They need to be more of a family structure to get these kids away from the streets. We need more of that. So we're highlighting the negatives because I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said
I,
rap
I
music, man.
and as obviously Walt been through it too. So let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
every woman that you've been with, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you had some trials and tribulations, you've been through a lot, right? I've been through a
Right.
lot of different things. You think is there any one of those women that if you lost everything today
Mm-hmm.
and they was with you, you think they would stay or they would leave you if you lost everything today? If you was going through it and you was going through it mentally and you kind of lost yourself a little bit because like what you told me, losing your parents, that's tough as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy thing. So I'm saying if you was with a woman, right, and
Mm-hmm.
you lost everything and you was going through it and she wasn't holding you down and she left you, do you feel like you ran across a woman that while you was going through everything and you had mental struggles of emotions with different things of losing your parents, you
Mm-hmm.
think she would have stayed with you, any one of those women, and
Now
took
that
care of you?
I mean, I want to say yeah, and I want to say no because it depends what type of position I am. And and one thing is like this is what I learned from my exes. Like I said, I got nothing bad against my ex, something like that. But at the same time, like I feel like I want to say that if I was okay, if I say I put myself at risk, and it caused me to lose everything, then yeah, I can see why she leaving. But if I was just working and I kind of lose everything I got, no matter what,
No,
then
but I'm not saying that. I'm not because
okay, okay,
you're a worker. Listen to my question.
right,
Let's say let's say you was in a position like me. Let's say because I got hurt. Me and Walt used to work together, so I got hurt. I had a serious injury to my back. Let's
mm-hmm,
say you was in my position, right?
right,
And let's say you was with somebody and you was going through different things. You got hurt, you know, you was going to specialists,
oh, okay,
different
okay, I know
things,
what you mean. I got you.
different
Okay,
things is happening to you. You lose your grandmother, you lose different things, you're going through different things, right?
mm-hmm,
And you're losing stuff. And the person you with, you think they gonna stay and hold you down? Any of your exes, you think they would stay and hold you down? Because men go through stuff. This
mm-hmm.
is what the manosphere is missing. They need to talk about when men go through stuff. You understand?
Yeah,
Because
I know what you're saying.
right,
Yeah, you know what? They could, but I never had a woman like that because
you never had one, so you don't think they would hold you down while you was going through all of that stuff?
because they know. I mean, they were never around. Because when I was going through it, with my ex, whatever, man, she was still being picky about some shit, man, we was arguing about. And I'm still going through a lot. I just lost both my parents and we still arguing. So I want to say that, I mean, I don't want to say that, if she
Do
was,
you do,
she, I mean, she would be just there for me still, but at the same time, like we still arguing and getting into some shit.
did you feel the support? Did you feel any kind of support?
I haven't. No, I haven't. That's the thing about it. Like it's all about her. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? And plus, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what I'm saying? She had a daughter too. And so that's why, I made a
What
mistake about
what
but
a- what about family support? Did you get any family support when you was going through all of that stuff?
I did. Family though, it's just my exes. I wasn't.
So you got some support from your
Yeah,
family.
from a, yeah. I mean, some of my family, but not
Some of
all of
them.
them. So, but with my ex, like I didn't get that support from my ex. I mean, they felt sorry that both my parents lived, but they didn't support me.
But that's
Like,
the thing, man. That's the thing. That's that lack of empathy, bro.
yeah,
There has to listen. Let me tell you, as a man, I've always been a working man, right? I've always provided and took care of any woman that I was with, my children.
mm-hmm,
But there were things that has happened to me where I got to see if women was really down for me.
mm-hmm,
And a lot of times they wasn't down for me, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. And I'm not saying all women are like that. I
yeah.
had a few people in my corner, like my mother, a couple of my friends, but majority of the people that I looked out for, I was down for, they needed me and I was there for them, they turned on me, bro. So that's why I'm asking you, if when you was going through what you was going through,
I know how
was that support there for you?
it wasn't no man because like what's so crazy that my friends, what's called shout out to my boy Q Wells. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy TJ. Shout out to my boy Matt. Those three guys I named, they the ones that hit me up and asked me, "Yo, Dubb, you good? You okay, man?" Rest of my family, whatever, man. Like, didn't really care. My sister though, man, cause my sister was there, cause that's my sister. We was part of the reason to help my mom carry the funeral and all that stuff. But the rest of my family, man, that's important. I really talked to, didn't reach out to me to ask me if I was good or not. Like, just give me a call. Like, oh, you just sound good. You ain't got like, you know what I'm saying, give me no money or anything like that. I mean, I just need someone to talk to me to make me feel kind of better. Because right now,
And
like I
see,
said, one thing is when I was going through it, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, my family's not here, but I got my friends. I mean, like I watch this. I just named. They the ones who call me mostly every day, ask me if I was okay, if I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you lost your parents, maybe, but I'm here for you, bro. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I never get that from my family. They never ask me, say if you going through, hit me up, man. I never get that from my family. From my friends, I did. And what's so crazy though, man? Like, it's just the people that you're really close to as family don't reach out to you and don't look out. I mean, don't even call you to see if you're okay. You know what I'm saying? To me, I could have been on some suicide shit, jump out the damn building or something like that, because nobody loves me. But as I realized, life is like, I understand that my parents gone, but I can't make everyone make me feel sorry for what I'm going through.
but
Like,
that
it's hard.
support is big, bro.
It is big,
That
but
support
I
and
understand that. But I understand that. But it is big, but at the same time, it won't matter. You know what I'm saying?
you feel
So
like it won't matter.
it's not going to matter. It would, but it won't fully matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying that. I'm not. I mean, I'm not rejecting like if someone calls me and let me know how I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? Ask me if you're okay, man. If you need anything, hit me up. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, it's not going to fully help me. You know what I'm saying, to get back where I need to be at.
What you
Because
saying it's not gonna fully help you heal? Is that what you
yeah,
saying?
fully heal. Yeah, it's not gonna fully help me
I
heal.
mean,
That's what I'm
listen.
saying.
Well, listen, man.
To me, that's what I'm saying. What
I've
I'm going
lost
through.
I lost a parent as well, right? I lost all my
Mm-hmm.
grandparents, so I kind of know how you feel, right?
Right,
That's a pain that you're never gonna get over. That's just something that we got to just deal with for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That they're not gonna be here. But what I would say is support is big amongst our
Oh yeah.
community,
I mean, I'm not saying. Look, I'm gonna say
and
this. I'm not saying that support. You know what I'm saying? Like support is important. Yeah, support is important. But is it fully gonna like? I mean, is it gonna like fully heal you completely?
nah, it's not gonna
Okay.
fully
Yeah.
heal you. I could have,
Yeah.
losing your parents and losing people, right? And we don't know where everybody goes when they die. They could go somewhere way better than this, right?
Mm-hmm.
they could be up there partying, looking at us like, oh, look at them down there. We having fun and we chilling. We ain't got nothing to worry about. And
Right,
we over here like, damn,
right.
we miss them. But it's hard to, and I've been going through this too. Like, I've recently just started grieving for my grandmother, because she partly raised me and she died out of nowhere. Like, we didn't know that she was gonna die. And I think that's the hardest part of when somebody dies and they die unexpectedly, like you're not expecting it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's tough to deal with, right?
Yeah,
But it's something that you're never gonna get over because now you're never gonna see that person again. You're never gonna talk to them. So of course it's
because
gonna affect you, right?
right.
So support, yes, it's not gonna fully heal you, but it will help you. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
tough. It's tough when you by yourself dealing with this shit.
Right.
Like for
I
me,
never expect what's so crazy. Like I never expect to lose my parents in my 30s. Because when my mom passed away, I was like, oh, 31. That was back in 2016. I was only 31. I was just now getting in my 30s. And I never expected to lose my mom at this early age. You know what I'm saying? So, because to me, like, but I realized because because really, man, like what it really hurt though, man. Before my parents passed away, my uncle from Chicago, he passed away, so he kind of like half raised me a little bit too while I was in Chicago, and I ain't gonna lie, man. When he died, I was at his funeral. I was with my mom next to me, and my mom was not looking good too. You know what I'm saying? She in a wheelchair. She had a breathing machine on and all that. And while you know what I'm saying, like I'm at my own, I be at my uncle's funeral. Dog, I'm sitting there crying and holding next to my mom like this, just crying, because I know that she was about to be next. Like even though that I didn't want to think that way, but I could tell that you know what I'm saying, as health wise and what she's doing to herself, I know that she's not gonna last that long. So, cause I think you know what I'm saying for her, like when her brother died, that kind of took a piece out of her too, and make her realize, man, I don't care about life. You know what, I might as well go too. That's what I saw from my mom, and when I see that from my mom, like I'm sitting there crying at the funeral, holding my mom like this. I'm like, I know that since she's gonna be next. Even though I didn't want to think like that, but I know that the way she was doing to herself. I mean, she was chewing. I ain't gonna lie. When she was on the breathing machine, she was still chewing tobacco. That shit really bad for you. So I could tell that since she want to leave, she don't want to be here no more. And what it is, I can't stop my mom tell her like that, like, yo, mom, don't take that. I couldn't even tell her that. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, man, like what she did for me as a kid, me growing up, and made me who I am. That's all. I mean, that's all I need to remember how she raised me. Same thing with my dad. Like when my dad died, it was like it was kind of awkward because he really don't, man. He came down here to visit me and visit me, my sister. He died down here, and when I picked him up from the airport, I could tell that he was not doing well. Cause the way he was walking and all that, and since we get in the car, he started falling asleep. And then after that, and when we get to the house, he walk around, he goes to the couch, he falls asleep, gets up again, walk around, go back on the couch, he falls asleep. So I'm thinking like, okay, something ain't right. So my sister told me that, you know what I'm saying, he's not doing well, so we go take him to the hospital. So all right. So we took him to the hospital, ran some tests on him, that, and his his foot, he's a diabetic. His foot was pitch black. Then, and all of a sudden, his kidneys are failing. And the reason why his kidneys were failing because he was drinking so much. So that tells me, like, and this is what I want to tell people, man, about your parents. Like, see, my parents were kind of young when they died. I mean, even though they was in their 60s and 70s, but they're still young when they died. But one thing is, they could have took care of themselves a little bit better. I kind of wish that. But at the same time, like, I always look back at how my dad was living, but I always look back, how my dad died. I always look back how my mom was living, and I always look back how my mom died. How they died. That's what I always look at, and that's why for myself, like I had to quit drinking because I ain't gonna lie, like drinking in my family is heavy. Hennessy, Jose Cuervo, E&J, all that liquor stuff, man. It was that's all happened. And my dad, like ever since my mom passed away, it felt like my dad just didn't give a fuck. But at the same time, always trying to hit him up and call him, let him know, like, hey, let me know if you need anything. So, like I said, always trying to reach out to him. But at the same time, my mom was gone. He felt like, I was going to drink myself to death. Because that's what he was doing. Because I could tell there's something wrong with him. Like, he was just drinking every time, man. Like, ever since my mom passed away. And I tried to tell him, like, yo, Dad, don't do that, man. But he's not going to listen. He's stubborn. So, one thing is, like, so what I'm saying is, like, I mean, it hurt me so much that my parents passed away. I had to find a way to get help. Even though that at the time, like I didn't want to go to therapy because I felt like, there's nothing wrong with me. Shit, I went to therapy. I still went to therapy. And but one thing is, it helped me one thing. Because when I talked to my therapist or whatever, saying like, how about my parents growing up and all that and how it was and how it was when I was a kid and how it was right now. And one thing he told me though, man, he asked me like, or do I do, say like, do I go through like, I mean, like, do I go somewhere else by myself, like isolate myself? I was like, well, not really. I don't. Well, try to do this. Go out there and isolate yourself. I mean, cut off. I mean, don't say cut off everyone, but just don't leave everyone alone. Just go by yourself and just meditate. Just trying to get yourself together. Go along. This is like I'm gonna go to the beach because I'm just going through it. But if I go to the beach, whatever, man, just be at peace and try to figure out, man, what my life is and how I get myself back together. That's what I need to do, and that's why I had to isolate myself sometimes. Like I didn't want to cut my friends off and all that, but I need to for a reason, man, because I had to figure out, man, like where I'm going with this. Saying ever since my parents passed away, so I got to figure out what's next for me. So to me, though, man, it like I said, losing my parents, like it really hurt, but I could never forget what they taught me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest reason why, like it's okay to, like I said, like I want people to reach out, but at the same time, like I want to make sure I get myself better too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to feel like going to a phase like I like, you know what I'm saying, fuck everyone right now, man, because my parents died, I just don't give a fuck. I don't want to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in a good positive note. Yeah, I'm going through it, but I want to make sure I be on a good positive note for myself, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my parents gone. You know what I'm saying? But I never forget what they told me and how I, you know what I'm saying, and get where I need to go, how to live life, know how to take care of myself, know how to manage my money, know things I can do. So that's why I had to get therapy, man. I'm glad I went to therapy. If I didn't want the therapy, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, I would have just say fuck it, just do everything I want to do and act like it's gonna help me. I can go out there, go get drunk in the club, bars, or go to strip club, make it rain, and all that shit's not gonna help.
So let me ask you this, because
So
I went to therapy and therapy didn't help me, bro. So
it depends.
I'm gonna ask you
No,
this: like, could your therapist relate to you? Did they understand your situation? Because I felt like the therapist that I went to of when I was going through stuff, and
was he a man or a woman?
the therapist I went to was a woman.
See, that's where you messed up at. I figured if you went to a man,
It was a
it would
white
be
woman.
a white woman. See, yeah, see, nah. I mean, like I said, I'm not no hate against women therapists,
But I felt like,
but
right. Let me tell
it
you
just
this. I felt like she wasn't even trying to really understand the things that I went through and empathize with what I was going through as well, and give me proper advice to where some of the things that she could have said of exercise to help me, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like she just was telling me book stuff and didn't really didn't really help. I mean, for me, right? I feel like even this what we doing right here, I feel like this is therapy right here.
Right.
Talking
Mm-hmm.
and being straight up. I feel like this is therapeutic as well, right?
Right.
I'm not saying that all therapy is bad because there are some therapists that can relate and that will give you proper exercises and give you things to help you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I went, and I went as a kid, I went when I was young, because I was really quiet when I was young, but I was angry when I was young. Used to
Mm-hmm.
fight a lot, but um, I had went to therapy in school. I went to counseling and all of that, right? But I just felt like couldn't relate to me at all. She didn't empathize. She wasn't trying to understand. She couldn't understand why I was, so aggressive when anyone does anything, because
Right.
it was a lot of pain that I was going through as a child. You know what I mean? And
Right.
us as boys, we were taught not to show no emotions, and really, even as a boy, you really didn't get no empathy. Like if I fell, they'd be like, "Yo, get up, yo, suck it up." If a
Mm-hmm.
girl fell, they'd be like, "Oh, you all right? You all right?" Not
Yeah.
when it came,
Right.
not
Right.
when it
Right.
came for
Right.
me.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
grew up where,
Right.
and I'm not gonna lie, bro. This recently, I never cried, right? But recently, right? I'm gonna be honest. Recently, man, I've been shedding some tears. Like all that pain is coming out because a lot of stuff I kind of held in. I kind of put away, and I kept putting away. I kept putting it away, and so finally now I'm like, man, I lost my all my grandparents. My father died. I'm going through different things with this. They say I might never be the same. I might have to have surgery. So all these
Mm-hmm.
things are crossing my mind. Plus, different
Yeah.
things are happening. Life happens. People leave you. People that you thought is down with you, not down with you. Friends don't really call you. Family members that you have helped don't really, what I'm saying, even call you as well. So all of those things is hard, right? And you got to
Mm-hmm.
deal with it and you got to cope. But my main thing is what we got to do is like have conversations like this, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Be positive and lean on each other instead of killing each other, right? It's easy to be angry. It's easy to play the blame game and to be a victim, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
easy to do that. But the stand up thing to do and the strong thing to do is to stand up strong and fight through whatever you're going through. Find some, like I said, find some type of outlet, find some type of positive vice instead of drinking. And I just had a close friend of mine died too, not recently, and he was depressed. Like he used to drink a lot. He was in a lot of pain, bro.
Yeah. I had a friend like that too. His name was Rod.
Yeah,
Named Rod,
he
man.
was in he was in a lot of pain. I used to tell him like, man, you gotta.
Bro, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Rest in peace of Rod, man. He was like a friend of mine, man. I met, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I had a girlfriend at that time, but I met him, but he was so cool. But every time I go to his house, he always have a beer in his hand. Every time I see him, bro, you're always drinking. No water, this a beer. And next thing you know, it kind of caught up to him. He had some kind of heart failure. His heart failed on him and died. Because this is why, man. This is why, man. Why we tell people, man. Well, okay, we can talk about the person, man. You know, saying like the way he was living, but we never talk about how he died. You know, what I'm saying the things that he take with his body that caused him to die. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, man, I quit drinking. You know what I'm saying? That's why I quit doing all this shit. You know, I mean, I never took. I mean, I never used drugs or anything like that the rest of my life. But I used to drink. I remember, well, shit before I even moved down here. Dog, I could tell I was in Iowa every weekend. Dog, if you came to my house, man, bro, every weekend you see number of Ciroc bottles or Hennessy bottles on my counter. So, so what the news on, man, like then I remember my mom see my face, whatever, man. She said like, well, I remember my mom told me like, you know, you drinking? Oh, man, just had a little something, like, oh, you better quit drinking, but something happened to you. And that's why, you know, like when I see my friend Rob pass away, that made me want to quit drinking for real because he was drinking so much and the same shit I was doing. And one thing is, he ended up dying. Now, guess what? I could have dated. Guess what? I could have died too if I would have kept on drinking. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to drink every weekend. Used to get fucked up every weekend in the morning time, waking up in the morning, get start drinking. Cause I was so fuck. What it is, I was just angry. I feel like drinking, whatever, man, is the only thing to solve it. But no, damn well, it's not gonna solve it. It's making me worse. And that's why, yeah, you know, I had to look myself in the mirror and what things I need to be fixed. Because I know drinking, whatever, man, it's not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to stop my problems. It was only making it worse. So that's why for me, as health wise, I got to be careful, man, like what I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be out here, you know what I'm saying, 40 years old, whatever, man, with a heart problem and bad kidneys and bad knees, whatever, man, because I'm not taking care of myself. Like, this reason why the black community, whatever, man, we're not learning how to take care of ourselves. Like, we just take whatever. Like, we just taking ecstasy pills, lean, whatever, man. Act like, you know what I'm saying, like, shit, we just taking this shit.
Because a lot of people are in pain, bro. Like I just was
Depressing,
saying,
yeah.
they're
Yeah, that's what I'm
depressed, they
saying.
in pain, and they trying to
And that,
find different outlets. And that's what I'm saying about the family structure. That's why I'm glad that we really stayed on this because the family
yeah.
structure is important. Support is important as well because you never know what people are going through in their mind or if they want to commit suicide. You got to be strong out here. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times life is hard. Like nobody said life is going to be easy.
It
It's
ain't gonna be
hard
easy,
and you're going to suffer losses. I'm not going to sit here and fake it like my life has been easy. Yeah, I made great money worked hard, but I also lost a lot. I also lost a lot of money. I also went
yeah.
through different things. Also, you know, had like serious injuries to me where like was out for a year and a half and just now recuperating from things. So life happens. But my thing is that family structure and support and conversations like this helps. And we don't know, like whoever sees this, we don't know who we could be helping. They
Right.
see this kind of conversations like, yo, you know what, man? I gotta fight, I gotta live. Maybe somebody wanted to kill themselves, wanted to commit suicide. Like I was reading the other day, this young 19-year-old girl committed suicide. She was in college. She wrote a letter. I don't know if you heard about it, but she wrote a letter and posted it on Instagram before she killed herself.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I know what
was
you're talking
sad
about.
though. 19 years
Yeah.
old. And
And
then it was then there was this other dude that I read about. And I get tired of reading stuff like this, but it's crazy, man. He shot himself in the head, like, and his brother came into the bathroom and found him, and
mhm.
they broke down. Like that's
Yeah,
the
I know what you're
same
talking about.
thing.
I know what you're talking about.
That's the same thing what happened. Well, he didn't execute himself, but a close friend of mine died in the bathroom and his brother found him, but he was drinking a lot. Like he was drinking a lot, a total lot because he was depressed and I miss him, man. Rest in peace to my
Yeah,
to my boy, man. But
right. And
it
I want to say this too because I don't know if you heard the story. This girl up in Connecticut, the Connecticut story. Now, I'm not saying that. I think she's like 25 years old. I think, and this is where this is where I had to puzzle everything because this girl, whatever, man. Like, if you went to this girl on social media was posting shit kind of ratchet. You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you see her pictures, she got Snapchat filters, bunch of makeup, long fingernails and hair, and all this little ratchet shit. Like, these young girls do these days. You know what I'm saying? Then she's going on Facebook and start posting whatever, man, about niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go date me a white man and all that. You know, just saying a bunch of ignorant shit. And she post some videos drinking. You know what I'm saying? And it just, I'm like, this is crazy. The next thing I know, whatever, man, she and I meet this old white dude on Bumble. What's it, Bumble? Some kind of dating app called Bumble, I think. I don't know what's it called. Some dating app called Bumble, like Bumble. I don't know what it was. Anyways, man, she met a dude on a dating app, a white dude, an older white dude on the dating app. Next thing I know, whatever, she passed. She died because she was overdosed on, I think, crack or heroin, whatever. But one thing is, man, like the what's called the black victim, whatever that died. You know what I'm saying? She died inside a white man's house because one thing is she was drinking and doing drugs with the guy. It's a white man. Now think about it. Now think about what I said earlier. Though, what she said, she was on Facebook and talking about how niggas ain't shit. You know, so I'm gonna date me a white guy because niggas ain't on shit and all that. And and what it is, you die by the white man, but in the black family, her family, whatever, man, saying that, oh, the white man must have dissed onto it, but also, whatever, man, the white man wasn't charged because the white man found her passed out because she was drugged up. You know what I'm saying? But what it is, like, the white man didn't, the dude didn't even tell her to get drugs or get snort crack, whatever, man, to pass out. She did that shit on her own. But what I'm saying is, man, like, we let females, these young girls, whatever, man, just do whatever. And when they start doing that shit, and it's gonna, I mean, I don't know how to go with that. I'm just crazy, man. Because when I heard that story, though, man, and before she died, she said all about how niggas ain't shit, and all that. You know, so I'm gonna go date me a white man because they treat you better and all that. You know, then after that, you go get, you know what I'm saying? Like after that, you go to a white man's house, do drugs, and you die. And now you whatever, man, your family want justice now. Shit, man, trying to feel like, you know what I'm saying, the white man has something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Hey, it just like, man, like hearing that story though, man, I always tell people, man, like, be careful what you do and what you say. Or you can say, be careful what you say and what you do. Because it will fire back on your ass.
All of it. Be careful what you think, say, and do.
All do. Yeah, I
Because
could, yeah.
you can manifest all of that stuff. I've seen men, women manifest things by them having negative thoughts. I was with people that did that. Like would
Mm-hmm.
just say negative things and think negative things and it would happen. And sometimes like God tests us to see if we are going to be strong enough to fight the temptations from these negative thoughts
Right, right,
because negative thoughts manifest. If you think negative all the time, what do you think your actions will be? It will be negative.
right.
So it has to be a positive force that pushes you away from the negativity. And look, family structure is important, man. And that's a major problem in the United States because of modern times and people not really valuing family. People
Mm-hmm.
jumping and divorcing left and right, getting one, two, three, four, five divorces and having kids from different people. And it's like, what are you searching for? You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're always gonna have problems. Now, you know, the problems that you can't really that you shouldn't condone. You shouldn't condone somebody hitting you, and you shouldn't condone anybody cheating on you. So
Right,
if
right,
those are
right.
the two problems you leave, I could understand that. But any other problem, man, where if something going on, you're having petty issues, y'all should fix that. Cause you think about it, right? You leave one situation, you might go into another situation and it'll be 10
Right,
times
right,
worse
right,
than your
right,
last
right.
situation.
Right, right. Because you
And
jumping
you
like,
jumping because yo,
yeah, you
listen,
jumping
you
too.
know how much women do that stupid shit
Dog,
because
I
they
ain't gonna,
got problems with one guy here and they go and they this guy because they having problems and the other guy know they having problems, right?
and I'm gonna,
And they
yeah,
and they start telling them this sweet stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go over here, and then they wind up running into the worst problems. I had a friend that I used to work with. Check this out, right? This is a good friend of mine, man. I ain't gonna mention his name, but he was about to leave his wife. And at this time, like I was going through it in my situation where, I was going to court, I was fighting for my kids. I'm not even gonna get in all that. I spent a lot of bread, but I was going through it. But I still had the rational, I had rational thoughts to give him good advice. So he's telling me, like, yo, me, I'm having problems at home and this and this and that. And I'm like, yo, all right, you having problems at home? Well, yo, fix that. You got kids with her. Y'all married. So what are you gonna do? Run from the problems or you gonna fix it? He was like, yo, I think I'm ready to leave. I got this other shorty right here. Look,
It's not
more.
gonna happen.
He
Not
like,
gonna
check
happen.
this out. He like, look, more. She got a fat ass, blah, blah, blah. And
Right,
she's
right.
telling me this, and yeah, I'm ready to smash. And mind you, other dudes at the job is telling him to leave his wife. And I'm like, yo, why y'all giving him this type of advice? The man got kids with her, you know what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
met the woman. She was pretty good. She was decent, nice, respectful, but they just was having problems. So I told him, right? And I was the only one to tell him this. I was getting on the other guys. I'm like, yo, don't tell him that, bro. If you ain't gonna give him no good advice, don't give him no advice at all. So I'm like, look, bro, you gonna leave this problem to go to another problem, and it might
Right,
be a worse problem.
right,
I
right,
said, you
right.
got a family, y'all married, even without the kids, y'all still married. Fix your problems with your wife, right? Years later, because we lost contact because I wind up leaving the job or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
I wind up seeing him, and we sat out and talked for a little minute, right? And he told me, he thanked me, he listened to me, and he didn't leave his wife. And he thanked me and said, yo, you the only one that told me and gave me that kind of advice. And I respect you. I never forget the advice you gave me. Everybody was telling me to leave her. One guy was saying, one of our other homeboys was saying, yo, you could move in with me. We can have a bachelor pad. I'm like, yo, why you telling this man this, bro? What kind of advice you giving him? So
And
I
this,
gave him the advice, Walt, and he listened, and he's still with his wife today, and they happy. They had another kid and everything. And I'm like, see what I'm saying? That's how temptation gets you. Temptation gets you by you being with a person, and that might be the person that you meant to be with, but because y'all going through little problems, you run from it and go somewhere else, and you
right,
lead into bigger problems.
right.
See
No,
what I'm
that's true.
saying?
Yeah. Now I understand, man. It depends, like, if the person's willing to listen to give you advice. So if I give you advice you don't want to listen, I'm like, you know what? I'll try my best. But tell you right now, the way you're doing it right now, like this ain't this. I mean, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to work on that with your partner and whatever. I mean, if it don't work out, it don't work out. But at least try to do it. Don't just up and leave and try and get another chick, whatever. Because that happened to me one time. I did it, and then, this is real shit. It was like I was back in Iowa. I was messing with a chick. You know what I'm saying? And she was together. But one thing is, I mean, I could at least worked it out with her. But at the same time, I just got tired of shit because all we do was argue. Instead of me from working out, I just up and leave. Like, you know what? I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I could at least worked it out with her, go get therapy, all that. But one thing is, I didn't want to do that, so I broke it off. Then after that, like I went and got to know shorty, and that was even worse doing that
Right.
because you know what I'm saying? Because she made my life 10 times hell. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's why, man. Like I said, whatever you said, I've been through that, and I'm trying to tell these dudes, don't do that, bro, because it happened
Yeah,
to
work it
me.
out, man. You
It
got a
happened to me.
situation, and I'm
That's
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying.
I'm telling everybody out there, right? Even if I'm going through whatever I'm going through, if you got a situation and y'all have a foundation and
Mm-hmm.
y'all one time loved each other and y'all
Right.
having issues now and it's petty issues, fix those issues. It's not worth being out here and messing with other people. It's not worth it because
Yeah.
all you're gonna do 9 times out of 10 is run into bigger issues and you're
Issues.
gonna regret
Yeah.
that later
Right.
on.
Guess what? It happened to me, y'all. Don't think, you know what I'm saying? It don't just happen this one. No, it happened to me because this is why I want to tell men, like, I mean, how you moving is, guess what? The way I was moving, and guess what? It put me at risk. Like, even though that, I mean, like even though that I didn't have a child with this girl or anything like that, I didn't really take it serious with her, but I was with this woman. And yeah, I was planning on marrying her and like during like in the future and all that. But at the same time, we was arguing so much instead of trying to work it out and talk. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm leaving. I'm tired
And
of
I
shit.
bet you it was petty stuff too. I
It was
bet
it
you
was it was it was dog. It was petty.
it was stupid stuff. That's
It
how it
was
always is.
it was
It
always
be the
petty and stupid.
stupidest stuff in the world. You
Yeah, it'd be
arguing and
petty,
you
dog. And that's why that's why for me, everybody think what I'm saying. Well, that's why you single. No, because I hate. Listen, like to me as a man, like as men, like we want to be at peace.
right.
Be at peace. You know what I'm saying? Sex. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a sandwich, sex, and peace. That's all we want. I mean, like this three things:
And
sex,
word. And
sandwich,
if
and a
you ain't
peace.
getting none of that, it's gonna drive you crazy.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it's
be
gonna get
like,
done.
yo, what's up? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
that's
like, and then sometimes with women, man, they try to punish you and think that them not giving you sex is gonna help the situation. And it's like that's not gonna help the
yeah,
situation.
it's not gonna help. But no, but the same. But that's what men want, though, man. We just want to have sex, a sandwich, and peace. That's all we want. We
And
don't want
then
to
and
know.
then and then the trick about it is you do that and you might be able to get anything you want from the man. If you
Right.
play your cards right and you doing what you're supposed to do,
Facts.
it make it
Facts.
easier for the man to be like, all right, she doing what she's supposed to do. All right, it's
Facts.
time for me
Right.
to do what I need to do and
Right.
make sure she good. But yo, it's tough out here. And like I said, I wish I could just be able to just be like, yo, this
But do
is
you?
it.
But I want to say, like, do you think that like if it's bearing off, like, okay, just say like you want to go to therapy with your woman, but she don't want to go to therapy because she feel like say, well, we don't need therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think you should stay or you just walk away about this automatically? You know what I'm saying? Even like what I'm saying, even you trying to talk to her, but you still be on petty, want to argue, still blame you and all that. Do you think you
Listen,
should
what
stay?
listen, with me, I was against therapy, right? But in the last situation I was in, I was willing to go to therapy because the stuff we was arguing about was like really stupid. For real.
Mm-hmm.
It was petty.
Right.
Real petty. It wasn't even that serious and it was just little situations that I feel like we could fix on our own, but she wasn't really trying to fix it. You could tell, like, and when you have situations like that, there's really nothing you can do because to fix a situation, both parties got to be willing to fix it. And I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of times people end up regretting that at the end because I done been with women that we broke up and they come back years later and confess how they want to be, they want another chance, and it's like in my mind it's like why we couldn't work it out when it was
I hate
that
that shit,
time.
man.
Yeah,
I
I hate it
swear.
too.
I'm gonna tell
And
you why, man. This girl, I ain't gonna lie, man. I met this girl, man. She is from New York, and she lived in Iowa at that time. And one thing is, some odd reason, man, we broke up. We didn't work out. The next thing, then that's on like I guess at least 5 years later. And after that, like when I moved down here, you know what I'm saying? She trying to hit me back up and see how I'm doing and all that. The next thing I know, I see a baby picture with her. I'm
mm,
like, hold on. I was like, hold on. I was like, hold on, you got a son? I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I was married, but you know what I'm saying? But I mean, after we broke up, I ended up meeting this guy. You know what I'm saying? The years later, we got married, but right now, like we're just going through divorce. And it's like, oh, okay. So after that, though, man, like, okay, so why you trying to come back and talk to me, whatever? She was like, well, I haven't seen you in a while. I just want to say, I mean, how you been and all that. And see, like for her, you said before, you know what I'm saying, before all that, but like we was talking. But at the same time, like I made a mistake by something because she said something though, whatever, man. I kind of misunderstood some things. So I take responsibility for that. But next thing you know, whatever, but she wasn't going for it, so she ended up leaving me. I mean, to me, I was trying to talk it out. I mean, I didn't cheat on her, I did not bad to her, but it was like misunderstood. I ain't gonna say that, but it was like some kind of misunderstood that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what I thought about her or whatever, which I was wrong. And you know what I'm
okay.
saying? So it was not
I
like,
mean, you make mistakes. We
yeah, so I
all
mean,
do.
like I said, I made mistakes. So I'm trying, you know what I'm saying?
At
trying to
least you're accountable for it, because I made some mistakes that I'm accountable for too.
but at the same time, like what the is, man, she wants to my apology. She just up and left, and next thing you know, she dated another dude. The same dude, whatever, man. Next thing you know, she dated another dude. I don't know how long she met the dude, whatever, but I know that we broke up. That
And
she
it's
was
a
talking to someone.
possibility maybe she
Yeah,
was dating him at the same
yeah,
time she was dating you, bro. That's how
yeah,
some of these women be moving, bro.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
you know what I'm saying. But like I said, I run to females that what I'm saying that didn't work out. You know what I'm saying. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I could be with the most nicest person and still don't work out because if you know, like I said, this is where a lot of people get lost in the marriage because they feel like what I'm saying, you get married, you have a wedding, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, that's it. No, you still got to be going home. You still got to be a husband. You still got to be a wife at the end of the day. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
it's a lot. It's a lot to to being in a relationship, being married. It's a lot of elements that I think is really lost. And
Because
I think with a lot of people, including men and women,
mm-hmm,
they have a lot of expectations that they put on other people, right?
mm-hmm,
And a lot of times these expectations that you put on to people, they can't fulfill every single expectation that you're giving them. This
right,
is why
right,
you have different people in your life, right? They may
right,
be able to fill 8 out of 10 expectations, and the other two, you got to figure it out. When you're trying to look for a person to be perfect, that's impossible. There's nobody that's gonna be perfect, man. So that's for me, how I look at it. I don't put expectations on people. You know what I mean? Because again, we don't know what's gonna
you
happen.
shouldn't, you
Yeah, you
shouldn't,
shouldn't, but not everybody thinks like that.
right,
So I understand that life happens and anything can happen because things have happened to me out of the blue, right? Accidents can happen. You can get hurt at work. You could get in a car accident. Maybe somebody hits you. Maybe somebody's drinking and driving and hit you. You know, there could be all sorts of things that happen. You could get sick. So these are elements that people miss. And then when you're with people, right, you got to understand who you with. And the
mm-hmm,
person you with, maybe if anything happened to you, that person will take care of you, right?
right,
But
right,
because y'all having little petty nonsense that's going on, which I've been in, you've been in petty nonsense. Now they leave you, or you leave them, right? And y'all both go somewhere else, and y'all meet somebody else, and maybe that person, if something happened to you, won't help you, won't take care of you,
right.
and it's worse problems.
And
You see
this
what
is
I'm
where,
saying?
like I don't know if you go through it. Cause to me, I ain't got no kids. By the way, if y'all don't know who I am, I ain't got no kids. I've never been married before. I've never been engaged or anything like that. But it seemed like women with kids, whatever, man, had a problem with me for me not having kids. So what I'm saying is like, okay, if I come in and you got kids already, then if you expect me, whatever, man, to be running with kids, but okay. But one thing is, as a man with no kids, I got a lot of options. You can't get mad about me about that. A lot of women may get mad at me because I got a lot of options and you don't. You know what I'm saying? And for me, when I'm taking this because like I deal with single mothers, and I don't. Guess what? I don't get along with them. I'm not saying I don't get along with them, but I don't stay with them in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 out of 10 has got to do something with the kids. You know what I'm saying? And and that's why I had to learn for myself. Like, you know what? I can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no man with no kids should date single mothers. I mean, if you can, if you know how to handle it. But for me, like I know that like something for myself. I used to get in a relationship with a woman. So she a good woman, but at the same time, she still got red flags that comes with her. And for me as
But
myself,
we
whatever,
all
man,
got red flags, though.
yeah, we all got red flags. But if
We
she
all do.
has, but at the same time, to me, I don't got red flags. But to me, if a woman see her right now that has red flags, I ain't gonna lie. If you're a single mother, you automatically that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's just that's
I
just
I
my that's my opinion where I'm
I
coming
don't
from.
know because I got kids, so I don't know if you would consider
But at the same
it.
time, you got
It all depends on a person, though. Like It
Yeah,
all
but
depends.
I'm not. But at the pen, but as a man, see, you got to think about it.
I
A
mean, it's
man's
different for men though. It's different. I could
yeah, for
see
men,
your
yeah.
point.
But what I'm saying is like as women need to realize if a man will know if you look listen if you got a man with kids listen if you got kids if you're dealing with a man with no kids you know what I'm saying you can't get mad about his options that he don't want to be with you or not
No, I agree with that.
yeah but
No,
at the
they
same
shouldn't be
time
mad. Nobody
but
can be mad at you for not
but
having
but but
kids.
what the is like that's what I went through with females and females don't understand like oh I mean like there's no more so there's no good men out here and all that. Now there's some good men out here, but at the same time, those good men. I mean, those good men do. I mean, like, or do they want you? You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. Some females these days is all. Some females these days thinking it's all about them, but
yeah,
not about the man.
because of how societies are constructed, man.
Yeah,
We
but
living in a we living
and,
in a
and,
Western society that revolves around women. If you look at commercials, if you go on social media, all they promote is
it's
women.
women, yo.
That's all they promote. Now, I would say this, right? We all got red flags. What I
Yeah.
mean by red flags is we all got flaws, right? Some people
Mm-hmm.
got more uh less flaws than qualities, right? More qualities than flaws, right?
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
And then you got some people that got more flaws than qualities. Those flaws is your red flags. So
Right.
everybody has some type of issue with them. It might be small, it might be big. It's different things. Now, for me, um, I'm a dad. I'm a father. My kids is, one of my kids is grown. The other, my son is about to graduate, so he's about to be grown. So now I'm coming to a space where eventually I'm gonna be by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could do whatever I want to because my kids are older, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I look at things differently when it comes to certain things. I could agree with what you're saying because
Mm-hmm.
of the mentality of some of these women that you're talking about. You're right. A lot of them are selfish, entitled, and they think about themselves. I'm not saying all of them. You got some single mothers that's good. They got
Mm-hmm.
good qualities. Maybe had a situation, it didn't work out. Maybe it could have worked out. We don't know everybody's situation, right? But you have good and bad people. Just like we are good men, all men are not bad. But you
Mm-hmm.
have the bad men. You have the men that out here cheating, that have different families, that's doing all kind of crazy stuff.
But let me ask you this, man. Like, okay, this is my personal opinion. I don't know how you feel, but this is my personal opinion. Like, yeah, men cheat, but sometimes men don't cheat as often as women do. See, I'm gonna say this why because I ain't gonna lie, I could be with my girl, but if she just give me a lot of problems and attitude, I'm gonna go fuck with this chick, exercise my options. But one thing is, I don't love this chick, but I'm gonna fuck her anyway. Cause like even though I have a wife at home, I'm gonna still fuck her.
That's wrong, bro.
Yeah, but it's still you like I can say even though it's still wrong,
It's
but I
wrong.
won't. But at the same time, I won't call it as cheating because I'm not with this girl. I'm just fucking her. That's
Nah,
not
that's
cheating.
cheating. That's cheating.
I don't think it's cheating,
That's
bro.
cheating, bro.
No, no,
I
it's cheating, whatever.
disagree with that. That's
But
cheating,
I
man.
don't think it's not. Yeah,
Nah,
it's
that's cheating, man.
so. Let me tell you this,
I
man.
like look, look,
So
look.
women. Hold on. So hold on.
Go ahead, go
So
ahead.
so hold on. So, now, I mean, I understand you don't disagree, but what I'm trying to say is, so if a woman, okay, you got wife at home and things not going well at home, then if he exercises options about sleeping with another woman that he don't even know, never, not even met before,
That's cheating.
I don't think that's cheating though.
I just gave
I
you a
don't think
story
that.
about my homeboy
No,
that was
no,
about
no.
to cheat on his wife.
Yeah, but what thing is, yeah, I
That's
understand that,
cheating.
but was he cheating? But you know, what I'm saying, but was he in a relationship with the woman when he cheated on? Cause I know some niggas maybe have two girls and treat like a
Let me tell you
relationship.
this. Let me tell you this. This is why I say I'm not biased. I'm gonna call it fair.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a girl at home and she don't know about other girls, you are cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you got a girl at home and you let her know that this is what it is, you either accept it or you don't. I'm gonna have other girls, then that's not cheating. That's something
Mm-hmm.
that she's accepting. And
Right, right.
vice versa. If a girl tell a dude that's this is what it
I,
is,
I understand, but I'm just saying is like to me, like I said, like no, it's wrong. Like I said, it's wrong both ways.
yeah, it's
But what I'm
wrong,
saying
bro.
is, like I said, I mean, yeah, yeah, but I'm not saying it's not wrong. But, yeah, but my bad, it is wrong. I'm sorry, my bad, it is wrong. But it depends, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing. If he was cheating on her and acting like he was in a relationship with another girl while he's got another girl at home, yeah, that's cheating. But if he exercises this option and he's gonna fuck a girl, don't even know, you know what I'm
Still
saying?
cheating. Still
Uh,
cheating, bro.
I mean, it's not saying cheating, but I say he's
It's
caught. Well, okay, okay,
still
okay.
cheating, bro.
But
I can't co-sign that. That's still
I mean,
and that's a, and see when dudes do stuff like that
see,
and
I
they
don't
get
do it though. I don't do it. I don't
let me
do it.
finish this. You see, when dudes do stuff like that, you know who they make it bad for? Guys like you and me. Cause now when the
Yeah,
women get with
yeah,
us, they gonna be like, oh, if you even got a female friend, they're gonna think, "Oh, you're cheating on me with her," and you could never, you
right.
could have never slept with her. You understand what I'm saying? So, them type of dudes make it bad for you and me. Now, when we get and we trying to be straight up and want to be with this woman, because like I said, I don't believe in cheating. I don't cheat.
No. What I'm saying is like I'm not saying
I'm not. I
it's.
know what you're
I'm not,
saying. I'm
I'm
not
not saying
saying.
wrong,
I
but
know you ain't like
but
that. I
no,
know you
it's
ain't like
yeah.
that.
I'm not like that, but I'm not like what
I
I'm
know
saying
where you
is
was going with it. I
yeah, but I'm
understand your
not
question.
yeah. But I'm
I
just saying that
understand it.
I'm just saying a lot of people don't know that because they think like, oh man, it's cheating. Yeah, it's wrong, but I
Yo,
don't think
listen,
it's
even if you in a relationship and you're talking to somebody else inappropriately, that's cheating. That's emotional cheating.
right, right.
A
I
lot
mean,
of women and a lot of women do that before they do the actual cheating. See, men do more of the physical cheating than the emotional. Women do that the emotional cheating and they catch feelings for the guy, whatever you want to call it, whether it be lust or whatever it is, they wind up because yo, listen, man, I hate to say it, but a lot of times women be vulnerable and they fall for that sweet talk and they could
mm-hmm,
be leaving a good dude at home.
right.
And the same, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta recognize what you got. Just because y'all got little situations, you
So,
could fix that.
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like, I mean, to me, I don't condone exercise your options or cheating because both of like the exercise your options and cheating may sound the same, but they're kind of different. But what it is, both wrong. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
totally wrong.
It's both wrong. It's
Now
both
if you
wrong.
single like you, right, and you by
Yeah,
yourself, then you can exercise your option.
yeah, I
But
can do. Yeah, that's
yeah, you
yeah.
could do that. But if you're in a
But
relationship and you married to somebody, you can't be out here exercising your option.
but what it is, man, niggas still do it and get away with it. That's the thing about it.
Yeah,
But what it
they
is,
do it.
man, like what it is, like, because I always think like you know what I'm saying, cheat. I mean, exercise your options wrong. You know what I'm saying when you're in a relationship, but I understand why men do it. Even though, like you know, like I said, like even though it's wrong to do it, but I understand why men do it. You know what I'm
Fam,
saying?
all I know
And this
is
why, but yeah, no, but what I'm saying is you're right though, man. This is why, man. You know what I'm saying? We should learn how to work out. You should work out relationship
right. This is
before we
this
doing
is
out.
why see, this is
Yeah,
why I'm loving this conversation here because
right,
this is showing why the family structure is broken. This is exactly showing because people want to go out here and think things are gonna be perfect when there's nobody perfect. Yo, men, what are you searching for? If you got somebody good and down for you, stay with her. What you going somewhere else for? Woman, if you got somebody good and the man is going through stuff and you just starting problems and not trying to empathize with what they going through, you got to remember things can happen to you too. You want somebody to leave you when you're going through stuff, that karma is real. Karma will come back
right,
to you.
right. That's what I'm
Next thing
saying.
you know, something happened to you and somebody do you the same way you did them. So fix your problems. I don't care what I got going on. He's by himself. We're by ourselves, right? But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be out here preaching and saying for people to separate from people. If you could work it out, work it out.
Yeah, work it out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me,
Keep
in my
your
relationship,
family together.
see, in my relationship, I never cheated or exercised my options with someone, man. But I understand why men do it. But at the same time, it's still not good for us doing it because you put
It's
yourself
not.
more at. Because one thing is, like either way, you put yourself at risk.
You
Because you
put yo,
like
listen, either way you put yourself at risk, and you gotta understand every person you have sex with, it's a possibility
you
you
get
can
that
get
boy
this
pregnant.
person
Yeah, yeah,
pregnant.
yeah. I just
You
gonna
could
say
get a
that. I'm just gonna say
disease.
that. Yeah.
You can have a soul tie to this person. Every person that you enter, you let people enter you. That's a soul tie. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell another thing. I'm gonna tell women it is not the same when you randomly having sex with men and men randomly having sex with women. Yours is internal. It is not the same. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
women out here that's thinking it's the same, it is no, it is not. You got to take pride in your vagina. Take pride in not letting people run up in you all the time and jumping from men to men. Take pride in that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop teaching these women that this is okay and saying no, it's not okay. And if you taking pride and you with one person, I'm gonna clap for y'all. If you with
Mm-hmm.
one person and one person is running up in you and you not with nobody else, beautiful. Keep it that way. Stop
Mm-hmm.
letting random dudes run up in you. And stop
And
letting these dudes gaslight you and tell you what you want to hear and you
Derrick
fall
Jackson.
for it. And you fall for it. Yeah,
Derrick Jackson,
that
bro. I'm
dude,
telling
man.
you,
He's a
dog.
yo, listen, I don't know that dude personally, but yo, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. Like
Listen, man. I don't
you
know
gotta
dude
cut it
too,
out with
man,
that
but
BS that you telling these women and all of this stuff that you telling them. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Close your legs, man. Stop letting random dudes run up in you. It's different for a guy. It's not the same. Stop
yeah,
trying this.
because you can find
Listen,
out, man. Gavin,
yeah, you could get pregnant. You letting random guys run up in you. You don't even know who the dad is. That's not good.
dog. I'm gonna tell you a
That
story,
ain't good
man.
at all.
Dog. What's called parenting court. Like I saw one of my friend. I saw my friend I grew up with, though, man, back in Iowa. He was on paternity court, and he was messing with the chick I know. So I'm like, oh, they was messing with each other and all that. So at the same time, so I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm looking at the baby and I'm looking at him. And first of all, they're both dark skinned. The girl and the dude, they're both dark skinned. But the baby's a little bit light skinned. So I'm thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? She going to court, you know what I'm saying, pulled out this motherfucking birth certificate, you know what I'm saying? Well, Mr. Harris, well, I'm not going to, don't know. So Mr. Harris got his son his birth certificate. I know his child is and all that. And all of a sudden, they took the paternity court, found out, you know, so he's not the father of the child. So the whole time, whatever, man, you get mad and upset and emotional about, you know, saying for him not being at the, with the child. Then all of a sudden, you know, you take the test, uh, and after that, you find out he's not the father. So I'm realizing, man. So I don't realize how you ladies don't understand about who the father was. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I still don't understand it. To me, I ain't gonna lie, cause like people don't know that. Like shit, I could have, man, I almost had a son by this one girl. She didn't even tell me though, man. She died. Look, guess what it is? Like he died from miscarriage. She didn't even tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, okay, like, but even though that we wasn't really together, but we was cool. But if you had a child, man, let me know. And
True.
you know what I'm saying? Then you could at least told me what's going on. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, like, and she told me, and what's so crazy? She made excuses talking about like, yeah, but you wasn't around, so I figured that, you know, I mean, it don't really matter anyway, you know that.
That's like I said, that's that family structure that is broken. That's why I'm loving this conversation because it's true. Like I'm gonna call
Right.
a spade down the line. Like men do wrong things, women do
Yeah,
wrong
we
things too.
thanks.
So you gotta look at like, listen, man, it's not the same. Just like when we do stuff, it's not the same for y'all, and it's wrong. Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take pride in in not letting people run up in you. You know what I'm saying? And making sure like, yo, I want to be with this guy and not keep falling for the gaslighting because you expecting a
Mm-hmm.
man to be perfect and no man is perfect, just like you're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have issues. You're gonna have arguments. That comes along with the territory. You even gonna have arguments with your parents, with your children, with family members, with your best friends. It's gonna happen. So if you think that you having problems with this person here, right? This
Mm-hmm.
go for the guys. You having issues with your girl at home, and you meeting the next girl. She's telling you everything you want to hear, and you know what I'm saying, your girl has been faithful to you or whatever. You go to the next girl, and next thing you know, this girl is giving you hell. Like that movie Temptation. You watch that movie, that Tyler Perry
Yeah.
movie with the yo, that's real life, man. See how Shorty left him, went with the other dude because he was rich and all that. He was telling her what she wanted to hear, wind up getting HIV, B. Like crazy. Left her husband that was faithful to her. You know what I'm saying? Which is it's
It,
just
it,
like
it, it happens every day, especially you know what I'm
it
saying. Like if
does.
you're, especially like you like as a man. I mean, if you're a blue collar man and a woman is dealing with you, maybe 9 out of 10 she might cheat on you. Maybe because you know what I'm saying, because you're not a rich man. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm not saying all women like that, but that's what I'm seeing in relationships. A woman don't, like I said, a modern average woman don't want to be with a blue collar man. I mean that's
I
just
mean, I
real.
could I could see what you're saying because it's a lot of I mean it's a lot of that out here. I mean, what I'm looking at, bro, I'm just gonna be looking at focusing on myself and just doing what I need to do. Like
We need to.
I'm trying to just get to that money, trying to create generational wealth with my gifts. You know, I got a lot of artwork. I'm trying to get into the NFTs. I'm put more videos and stuff out
Hmm.
with my stuff. Yo, you checked out that video I sent you with my
Uh,
boy?
I checked. Yeah, I checked. I see the whole thing. I saw a part of it, but we know. So when you text me the call, I was doing something else, man, trying to get the house
Yeah, yeah. My
organized over
boy,
there.
my boy produced that, man. He
Oh,
produced that.
okay.
So
Yeah, I saw part of it. It's kind of dope though, man. I just ain't seen the whole thing yet, man, because we had.
yeah,
I didn't get ready for the live
yeah,
show.
it's called Alone, you know. So like I said, man, men, focus on your purpose, man. Don't
Must
get
please
lost.
do,
Don't
man.
don't get lost in the sauce out here with different things. And let me tell you, women will be there, man. And if you're going through a broken heart, man, just focus on your purpose.
Don't
And
and what's so crazy, man? Like I always tell men, like never settle for less. Like you know what I'm saying. Like don't settle for less, man. Because like I said, if you settle for less, bro, it's gonna put you in a really bad position. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I had to settle for less. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my last ex, man, I'm not gonna talk bad about my exes, man, but it was just a learning experience for me what type of woman I was dealing with. And know that, you know what I'm saying, this will never work out if she don't give herself better. Like I said, a woman, I can't take care of a woman. But to look out for her, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I will look out for her because that's my woman. But I can't raise her and be her the woman that she is because, like I said, like men and women are not equal. And now we got today's society feel like you know, say women could do the things that men, say men can do.
yeah, it's
And,
not equal.
yeah, and
It's,
I
it's
want to
not.
tell, and
It's
I want
not.
to tell, and I want to tell you, man, about the what's called the WNBA. You see a lot of women complain about, you know, saying not getting paid as much as NBA players, and this is the reason why, like, they're not getting paid as much as the men players in the NBA, because you look at the ratings and the views. You know what I'm saying? Look at the ticket sales and stuff like that. That's all matters. So when I tell women, man, like you can't get mad at these women out here because they're not getting what they want. Because one thing is, man, it's all about the marketing and the views and how much ticket sales they make. Oh, you know what I'm
Yeah, I mean,
saying?
with that, in certain cases, depending on what's happening, if a woman is doing the same job as a man and she's doing it just as well as the man, she should get equal pay. But when it
Uh,
comes to when it
but do you see
comes
that? But do you see that though? Do you
No,
see
it happens in certain careers. It
but
happens,
where
but
though?
not.
Where? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
where.
like corporate, like even where we worked at, there was women general managers that was getting the same pay as other general managers. So
Yeah, but I'm
I
talking
mean,
about like, in the really men feel like because this one,
I mean, listen, the NBA generates billions of dollars, so you can't really compare the WNBA to to the NBA because
no,
it's a two,
I'm
it's
not.
two.
I'm not comparing it.
No, I'm
With
saying
one,
nobody can compare that because
yeah,
there's no way you can get paid like them if the sport within itself where you playing at is not generating that kind of money. The reason
right,
why NBA's players are getting paid like that is because of the revenue that they're generating.
right,
That's why. Because back in the days when Bill Russell played and Jerry West, they wasn't getting this type of money because the
no,
NBA wasn't making that much money.
right,
They was getting paid like maybe 50,000 for the year or 30,000 for the year. So it's totally different.
right,
So when you look at it, right? When you look at you got to look at the logical sense in this, right? And
mm-hmm.
whoever's playing in the WNBA, because I watch the WNBA, I like it. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna get the same amount of money the men do, because you guys don't generate the type of money that they generate. They
But this
generate billions of dollars,
right,
billions.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, because people complain about that, you know, what I'm saying like women should have the equal rights as men do, but at the same time, like, can you progress the work that as men are doing? You know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, yeah, you might see it. 9 out of 10, no, you don't see it. But at the same time, man, like I just hate women think, you know what I'm saying, we equally like we equal. We're definitely not
Nah,
equal.
we're not equal.
But that's what women think these days. They think we equal. Like they think.
No, we're
But what's so
not.
crazy? But what's so crazy, man? This girl thought I ain't know this girl. I remember back in high school, bro. No, not back in high school. I remember back in junior high. I'm gonna tell you a
Let me
story.
say this before you say what you're gonna say, right?
Okay.
There are things that women get away with that we can't get away with. So how could it be equal? It's not equal, right?
No.
And there are things that we could do, right, that women can't do as well. So how is
Mm-hmm.
it equal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to look at it, right? I'm not saying that we supposed to be treated better than them or they supposed to be treated better than us, but we
No.
have to look at the facts here. There
And
are
it's what
things.
Naheem, like one thing is, bro, they don't look at the facts. They go by their feelings. See, as men, we don't go by feelings, man. We go by we think.
Go
But
by
as women,
logic.
you go by
Logic.
logic. Yeah, like I
We're
said,
more
go by logic how we
logical.
think.
We're
Yeah.
more logical than women.
But yes, that's what I'm saying. Women think, you know what I'm saying, you go by your feelings, whatever, man, it's gonna
Nah, you got to go by logics, man.
yeah.
And I like and listen, I like the WNBA. I like Candace Parker. I
But
like
one thing is,
Shamika Hose Claw. I like
they can
Cynthia
ball.
Cooper.
I'm gonna
Like,
say this. I'm gonna say this, bro. I got nothing against them. They can ball, but I
yeah,
don't.
I
But
like them.
but what thing is, man, I don't see us. But what it is, I don't really get involved in watching them. They can ball, yeah, but if you can make me involved and let me watch y'all, maybe that, you know what I'm saying, you could be better than
Nah,
the men.
I've been following it ever since it came because I was a
But
baller. I used to ball with
that,
women too. You know what
right,
I'm
but
saying? So,
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I'm gonna tell you a quick story because I'm gonna say relate me on that on a quick story I got. I remember I was a
go ahead.
junior. I was a junior high. I was on this AU team in junior high. I was eighth grade on this AU team. Our coach, whatever, you know what I'm saying, he was coaching us and he was coaching the high school girls basketball team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man, these are seniors. And what it is, we in junior high. We 13, some are 12, some are 13, 14. Like we in junior high. You know what I'm saying? We playing in what it is, our coach, whatever, he made us play against his varsity girls basketball coach, my girls teams.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, think about it. We junior high and they varsity. Think about it. Dog, we was whooping their asses.
Of
Whooping
course.
whooping their asses.
It's listen,
So
bro.
what what
It's
what
not the same, man.
but what I'm saying is, man, like I'm just tired of females saying I just don't get it, man. Like these people need to realize, man, we are not equal. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have a dick unless you're a transgender, but no disrespect to the other people, but I'm just saying.
Even
Unless you
that, you spoke on this. Here's the thing. I don't like that. I
right.
don't like that I don't have nothing against transgender, but it's not fair to women that they getting into women's sports. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
I totally disagree with that. Whether they should just make it their own sport or whatever if they don't want to do with the men, but you're genetically stronger and more faster than women
Right.
physically. So how is it fair that you going against the women? That's not fair, bro.
But
I totally disagree with that, man.
yeah,
That
you know what? You know what I'm saying? As a kid, as a, you know what I'm saying? Like, as I thought about right now, how it was back then, like, I don't know why my coach, you know what I'm saying? I mean, why our, it's my
yeah, of
basketball
course
coach.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
That happened with me when we
right.
was playing ball and we playing against it might be the junior varsity against the varsity team and we whooped their ass too. Like you know what I'm saying? I played ball with my sister. My sister could ball and I went at her.
Yeah,
You know
that's what I'm
what I'm saying?
saying.
So
But
like
I could like I could like I said, man. But when I'm trying to feed, like I said, when I'm trying to tell a woman, like I said, I love women, man. I want to have women that have the best version of themselves. But you gotta wake up into reality, though, man, about who you really are.
that's
You know what I'm
because
saying?
society, man,
That's
society
what.
is gaslighting
Dog,
women, bro.
and look, and this where, and guess what? This is where we got to take action. Like we got to cut out, we got to blind the society right now, blind them. We had to, bro, because it's like
Listen,
feminism. This is what's called feminist movement. I ain't gonna lie, feminist movement is causing, you know what I'm saying, they are destroying the women. They're
listen,
destroying
man.
them.
Listen, this Western
It's bad, bro.
society
It's
is
bad, man.
destroying the family structure. It's destroying it because listen, we have no roles. You know, like I done been with women that wanted to be alpha, and I'm like, nah, you ain't no alpha. I'm the alpha here. Like you gotta relax.
You know what? That too, the alpha part. I just hate when females tell, "Oh yeah, I'm
No,
an
man,
alpha
that ain't
female."
yeah,
Oh,
nah,
alpha
you
female?
gotta
What the hell?
get your ass out of here. You listen, man.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I love women to death, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I love y'all to death, and I've never treated women bad. I've been the gentleman. I've done taking women out, been kind, courteous. I write about women all the time, so it's not like I have any type of agenda and I hate women. I don't hate women, but I call it and Walt calls it the way he sees it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's logical here. You
It
know what I'm
might be
saying?
listen, man. It might be harsh, like I said. It might be harsh,
It's a
whatever,
harsh
man. I heard
reality,
you out there,
but
but man, but you know what? I rather somebody, you know, say tell me the truth instead of lie to me.
yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
there's no roles out here. This is why a lot of people are single. A lot of people are getting divorced. A lot of people are single parents. There's no roles out here.
But we're
Everybody
not being.
wanna be
What's so crazy, man? We're not being honest about what the person is. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like if I tell you that, man, you ain't shit. You know, see, if you ain't shit, you need to get yourself together. And guess what? I'm gonna make it. Listen, I had to tell some. Listen, when I was playing basketball, I remember this one coach, this other team. He came up to me with her, man. Hey, man, just let you know, yeah, like let you know, man, like you need to play a little better, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you acting kind of soft out there. So I'm like, damn. But one thing is, I can't get mad at him though, because I was acting soft. So one thing is, I look at myself in the mirror and what things I need to do. I had to watch. I ain't gonna lie, I had to watch some tape and see what I did wrong or whatever.
yeah, you need that.
And I need that. But
Yeah,
one thing
like
is,
yeah,
but one thing
like
is, as a man, see, one thing is, a man, I didn't go out there blame no one but me because I was out there doing, I was doing what I need to do, and I messed up, so I got to take responsibility for that. That's why we need to tell women these days, like society, like I said, society is let women off the hook no
yeah,
matter
like
what they
you
do.
got Derek Jackson, and look what he got caught up in. He's telling you all of this, and he's
And then
cheating on his
you're
wife.
right,
And you
right.
see, you listening to him, and you listening to all these other guys. Oh, baby, I'm a man, and I'm telling you, like one men will say anything to get in your drawers. Be like, you listen, you got a good guy at home, don't fall for the okey doke, because then you're gonna
Right,
look like the fool. You know what I'm saying? Like you got somebody, you got a little bit of problems going on. You going to somebody else, he's telling you, "Oh baby, I love you," and then he get in your drawers and treat you like shit. Then you like, damn, I screwed up right here. And it's like, yeah, you screwed up because it's like, I'm a man. We men. This is what some men do.
right,
You got to understand the game, baby. And I don't know, man. I just don't get it. And it's funny, but it's all good. It's
right.
all good. Shout out to all my exes, man. May the
Shout out to
Lord be
my
with
ex.
y'all.
Hey, shout out to
You
my
know what I'm
exes too.
saying?
That's why I don't
Whatever,
like
man.
me.
But at the end of the day, hey, listen, I know I'm a good dude. I know I'm a great man. I'm not perfect, but I know what I
Hey,
bring
that's
to the table. It is what it is, bro.
hey, you know what? That's part of life, man. Like I said, like no matter how good your person you is, you gonna go through some shit. I'm like some
Yeah.
heavy through some shit. You always gonna
Yeah,
go through some
you
shit.
always gonna go through and
But
relationships are gonna go through things too as
yeah,
well. There's not
but
gonna be
long
a
as we work it
perfect
out,
thing.
yeah, but long as we work it out together and trying to trying to form something, man, to make this just keep this ball rolling. That's what we gotta do.
And that's
Like
why
I
I'm
said,
telling people that's going through problems, whoever watched this video, I hope you watch the whole goddamn video. Watch the whole
right,
thing. Watch both parts of it. And
right,
you need to hear this. Work it out with the person you with, man. Stop running to people that's gaslighting you up and telling you like the Jerry Jacksons telling you the crap. Oh, this and that. Oh, you can do no wrong. No, you can do wrong too.
right.
You ain't perfect. You know what
And
I'm
that's why.
saying? Take
And guess what?
accountability for your part, man.
Guess what? Because guess what, y'all? Everybody was watching. Guess what? Because it happened to me. Like I said, I can blame. Guess what? I can say this shit because it happened to me. I can take myself accountability for that. And I don't want y'all to go through the same cycle that like we all went through in life.
Yeah, man.
Especially, you know what I'm saying? So
You think it's something greener on the outside. You think like, yeah, man, I got Shorty. She telling me what I want to hear, boy. And then next thing you know, Shorty, Shorty don't treat you the same. Shorty, you know what I mean? It's just, yo, this cycle is crazy, man.
yeah,
And I've been like praying and getting closer to God, and God is opening up my eyes to different things. And
me too, man. I read the Bible too, though, man. I've been reading the
yeah, that's what
Bible.
I've been doing. I've been reading the
Yeah.
Bible, and
And one thing is, man, every time I read the Bible, it's telling you what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? And this is why when people say, say I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but what you blessed of? That's the question. You can't say you just blessed. What you blessed by? Because it was two people, there's two of them, the God and the devil. You can be blessed by God, you can be blessed by the devil. So I don't. So when people say they're blessed, okay, what you blessed of though? That's my question. So I just want to realize, man, like I mean, like I said, man, I'm not no, saying, a religious person, all that, but I do believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I always read the Bible, man, because every time I read the Bible, it's saying whatever was going on in the world today. Real talk.
yeah, I'm not stuck to one religion, but I firmly believe in God. I follow God laws, and higher power is real. I would always give myself to God first, because
If
God is who I can lean on. I can't lean on mankind, because mankind and womankind, man, they sometimes they fail you, man. Sometimes they leave you. Sometimes
always,
they abandon
dog,
you.
what I'm saying is always put God first, no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's exactly what I'm
Always
saying.
put
Put
God first.
God first,
Don't put
lean
your
on God.
don't put
Y-
your family first, but whoever come first, God needs to become first.
Yeah, God got to be
Then
the
your family
orchestrator
first,
to everything. And
because
and honestly, man, God is the orchestrator of everything. Because
yeah,
sometimes God put people in your life to see if you could work through things, and a lot of us
he
fail. A lot of us
he
fail at really sticking together, and it goes back to that family structure, bro. Like you see it in the community. You see a lot of these rappers talk about it. You watch the interviews and they say, yo, I didn't have a father, my mother wasn't around, or this and that and third, and I had to do certain things that I didn't want to do. You could see the pain in them. So
mhm,
that's what I'm saying. Like, your decisions is not only for you. Your decisions is for your children, your parents. Your decision is gonna affect everybody around you. You know what I mean? So you got to look at what you're doing. If you got a person with you and they're worth it and they have more qualities and flaws, you stay with them because you might not never find that again.
No,
The
you
what
won't,
we
man.
live out here now and how people moving, you might never find that again, man.
Nah, man. But what it is, man, like it wasn't us that we started. You can go back in the 80s, whatever, man, like the 70s. Well, I'm gonna say like before after Jim Crow era, like you can see how the structure of the family was going.
Yeah,
Like
but you know what
I
got it
think
like that though? Let me check this for you, right? You know what got
mm-hmm.
it like that? The government orchestrated that
I was
when
just
they
gonna say that.
started
I was just
when
gonna
they
say that.
started doing that Section 8 stuff, and that's where it started at. Where removing the men from the household and the three strike law that came into effect of the super predators in the 80s and the 90s, calling us super predators and all this stuff. You see, that's a whole different ball game. That's where it started from. So that's where the clash is, right? See,
Mm-hmm.
the removing the men out of the household, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
in my grandparents' times, the men was in the household. The men was more respected in those times. Like my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother respected my grandfather to the fullest. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
he was the man of the house. She respected him. Anybody came in there respected him.
Mm-hmm.
So we lost that to now where in our communities the men are not respected as in other communities. Like if you go into the Jewish communities, men are respected. You go into the Chinese communities, the men are respected. But why when you come into our communities, it's like,
It's never.
yeah, it's not. It's
I've been saying.
crazy.
I've been saying this since since 2010. That I always tell myself, man. Like I remember one time I remember I told my mom, like, yo, mom, how come like black people never get along with each other, but these other
Yo, yo, you breaking up, bro?
all right. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right. All right,
Yeah,
we
I hear
good?
you now. I hear you
Okay,
now.
all right. Yeah, but okay, we good. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I don't know what happened. Anyways, but yeah, it was just like like I said, when my parents growing up, like I said, my mom, she had 15 brothers and sisters. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm gonna show you this book real quick. Pull it out real quick. Pull it up. Yeah. So this book right here, man, is by my grandpa. I don't know if it's upside down or whatever.
Yeah,
This
I
this
see it.
this is by my
Uncle
grand.
Little Buddy, right?
Yeah, this by my grandpa, man. This by my grandpa in Arkansas. He had you know, what I'm saying my mom like my mom was 3 years old. You know, say when her, you know, say when like you know when his mom died, she had 50 brothers and sisters. So my uncle, so my grandpa was married twice. In this book, man, you could tell that, you know what I'm saying, how well that he growed his children to be better people. You know, so he out there bought land and properties and stuff like that. And as I'm reading this book, whatever, man, like this is crazy. Like this is like the generation, and his generation is a lot better compared to our generation. So I'm thinking to myself, so how the hell we went from this, you know, saying take care of your families, buy land, buy properties, and all that, to
And they
this
was
doctor.
and honestly, they was in far worse conditions than we are, and they stuck
Yeah,
together. The
yeah,
family structure was way better in those times than it is now. And I'm not saying that men didn't mistreat women then. They did.
no, it
They
did,
did.
yeah,
But I
because I
mean, in those times though, it was more of a family structure. It was better than
right.
it is now.
And plus, you know, what I'm saying like as my mom, like as my grandma, she died like you know when my mom was like three, yeah, around three, yeah, she was 3 years old. But at the same time, like my mom's brothers helped raise her. So what it is, my mom, she was around men. She was around a bunch of women, all that type of shit. She was just around men. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, hold on. Come on, man. This shit acting up. All right, come on, man. All right.
It's cool, bro. We can end it in a few minutes. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
saying? We
we're
could
gonna end up in a few minutes, man. This I don't know what's going on, man. My connection is okay.
we'll give it about 6 more minutes, 5 more minutes, and we'll
Right.
we'll end it. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a dope conversation, and
Yeah, appreciate it, y'all.
I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep pumping these different conversations of what we're what's needed. Like family structure is important, and yeah, I see you,
Okay,
I
okay,
see you.
okay.
You good?
Yeah, yeah,
So this is dope, and see your grandfather was a real strong, influential
yeah,
man. I see.
yeah. Like even though I haven't met him, I never met him before because he died way before I was born. So you know what I'm saying. But get to read this book though, man. I ain't gonna lie, guess what? I'm not even done with this book, man. Because this the most interesting story that about my grandpa, though, man. That something I could learn from. You know what I'm saying? So and and this is where like this is what I learned from my mom that she's around men every time. You know what I'm saying? So one thing is like she knows what it takes, to be with the man. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man, but I just want to, put my 2 cents in about that part. But you know what I'm saying? But this is a good live stream. I appreciate you having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, we got to do this again, man.
yeah.
This was really a dope conversation. And this is why I call my podcast Missing Conversation, where the conversation is missing, because it's conversations like this that needs to
Mm-hmm.
be had, man. Brothers and sisters, keep your families together. Brothers and sisters, stay out of the streets. See all these Ricos going on, man. It's good to work for it, be positive for it. Stay out of the streets, man. Stay away from the drugs,
Mm-hmm.
and be positive, and stand strong in whatever you're going through, because we all going through it. I see you. We all going through it.
Okay, all right.
So
All right.
the message is, man, keep your focus, and I'm gonna let my boy say his YouTube and all of that again, where you can find him.
Yes,
Say where you can find your stuff, so they can go check
uh
you out and subscribe
yeah,
and
you could.
everything.
Yeah. Also, you know what I'm saying. I made 2 albums already. Like, can you still see me?
Yeah, I see you. Yo, yo. Damn. But check my boy OG Dubb out. He lost connection. My boy Walt. And shout out to everybody that checked out the stream. I really appreciate it. And I have a lot of things going on, and I've been putting out videos. I'm trying to build up my platform. It's not huge as yet. Years ago, when I was getting ready to put myself out here, I had much more of a larger following. So now I'm starting all over again. So check me out on Twitter, check me out on Instagram. All my information will be there. Check me out on TikTok, check my videos out. Check my podcast, Missing Conversation, on Anchor. I appreciate all the support, man. Keep me in your prayers. I'll keep all you guys in my prayers as well. And to all the families, once again, man, work it out. Keep your families together. Y'all married, thug that out, man. Don't leave something for something else, man. People gaslight you all the time, man. Get out your feelings. Get out your emotions. Everybody got problems. Nobody's perfect. So to all the families out there, this is, we need the family structure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my boy is back up. Hold on. My boy is back. Yo, yo.
All right. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. I use my cell phone, man. So,
Go ahead,
yeah.
man. Say all your stuff so they can know where to find you at, bro.
Yeah, so right now y'all can find me on YouTube at OG Dubb TV. Just type in OG Dubb TV. You see my picture on there and all that. I got music on there. Also, you haven't got my two latest albums. Actually, I dropped the album called Feeling Different, which is still going streaming. Man, I'm getting a lot of streams and all that. Um, yeah, and also I did the Outbreak. It was called EP album called The Outbreak. That's on stream platforms, man. I did that a couple years ago. Um, yeah, man. I got a lot of things going on, man. My Instagram is up, backing up again. It might get deleted again because I got banned for posting some on there. You know, not social media is, man. They banned me because they always get me with that shit, man. So, yeah. So find me on Instagram at at OGDub85. You can find me on there. Like I said, new music coming through. Like I said, if any artists need beats, I got a website. It's called airbit.com/OGDub. It's only 10 beats on there, but I'm uploading more beats on there later on, hopefully by next week. But like I said, I got a lot of work going on, a lot of things ahead. And also, I am trying to I'm trying to work on a movie. You know what I'm saying? And which is gonna be real big for me. So my first time acting, so I'm trying to learn that. I mean, learn how to get some acting classes in, and you know what I'm saying, the scripts and stuff I need to put down together, man. So I'm just getting everything all together, man. Trying to do something different every day, man. So that's how it is.
Hey, and Walt, man, send me all your information so I could put it in the video so they can know where to reach you at. So
Yeah,
text
I
me
got.
all the info so I
I
could
will
put
do
it
that.
with both of the videos, and you're gonna be on my platform more.
Yeah,
And like I said, I know I'm gonna be bigger. It's gonna happen sooner or later.
yeah.
So
I know
we
you.
both.
I'm gonna say this, bro. You is, man. So just take your time, man. Like you're gonna get big, bro. Like all you gotta do is, man, just keep on working, man. Like if you do like a bad video, man, just leave it there and let you just keep on develop. The longer you keep on developing, keep on working, you can see a lot of progress in you, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause I've been it before, cause I thought that that this feeling different album, man, was gonna be that good. But what the is, man, I kept on working. You know what I'm saying? I kept on putting out music, and now a lot of people just love my music, man. So I understand what you're going through, man. I love the platform you got on. I love your poetry, though, man, because the poetry you speak out right now is coming real deep and it's kind of hitting you like, damn, this is real shit he's saying because like this is type of poetry that man like a lot of men don't do or whatever. I mean, I don't hear it on man, but yeah, I mean, like I said, you're doing your thing, man. So I want to say it's a salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone that's out there doing their thing. I wish y'all just be safe. But yeah, my information, like I said, find me on YouTube at OGDub TV, Instagram OGDub85. Like I said, I don't Facebook. I don't do Facebook. I ain't got no TikTok. I just got YouTube and Instagram for now. You know what I'm saying? But for everything else, man, I'll let you know. Also, Clubhouse. Also start a Clubhouse soon. So, like I said, I'm gonna have you on the platform later on too. Till I get everything all settled, all
All
together and
right,
all that.
yeah, yeah, man. Anytime you want me to be on your platform, I'm in. You
Yeah.
just give me the word, and
For
I
everything
don't
else, that's
care
it
what
for me.
I'm doing. I'm in. You know what I mean? So that's no problem.
Yeah, but that's it for me, man. So
All right, bro. Salute, man, and thank you for coming and joining my platform. Peace to you, bro. And remember, send me all the information so I could put in the video description.
most definitely, man, we'll do that. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, peace, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, people. So back to what I was saying. Keep your family together, man. Too many kids out here in single parent homes, too many kids being raised by grandparents. Y'all could fight through y'all situation as long as it's no abuse and no cheating, man. Y'all could deal with those issues, man. Family structure is important, and peace and love to everybody. Thank you for checking out this video. Thanks to my guest, OG Dub, and all of his YouTube information and other information will be in the description. So thank you guys for everything, man. And like I said, I'm just starting out with building up my platform. So follow me on all of my platforms. Send comments, like, subscribe, all of that. I got artwork for sale as well. You can hit me up. I'm gonna have my information in there. So once again, thanks for all the support. Peace and love to everyone. I'm True Poet. This is Missing Conversation, where the conversation is missing. Peace and love.